fate in the loser side.
That's right. So, as we mentioned earlier, NuckleDu second place, walked away with a good chunk of money, 10K over there, but would like to kind of, almost double that if he can take this event as well.
And his run was absolutely ridiculous, coming in from loser side, from the top 8 of yesterday's bracket, right? And that he had the reset against Hot Dog, played his heart out up until that very, very last second, that last set.
Right.
With a plethora of characters, really.
Yeah, and you can see 801 Strider here on your screen. I had a chance to talk with him a little bit yesterday, and so let's see what he has to say.
My name is Gustavo Romero, aka 801 Strider. I'm from Salt Lake City, Utah. Street Fighter V, for me personally, what makes it stand out, I feel like the community it's great, right? You get to play people from all over the world. My friends introduced me to a fight stick, and ever since then, I can't play on anything that's not a fight stick. I mean, it's not that I'm relatively good on it. My inputs are terrible, but it feels nice. It's like playing an instrument. Favorite moment from my whole career. I needed to place top 8 in Canada Cup, and I did it. Hopefully, top 8 produces some another one of those moments where it'll be the most memorable for me.
The very first year that Gustavo made it into Capcom Cup, that first round he had to go up against Kazunoko. That was the year that Kazunoko won, and he was the closest one to beating him. He was actually the closest one. That was in Street Fighter 4.
Yeah, that's right. So he's definitely no stranger to danger when it comes to competing in such a heavily stacked tournament like Capcom Cup, being at that final dance. He's been here before, and he's looking to do so again. Or actually, he already has accomplished that mission, and is really just trying to sharpen his skills before those moments in December, right? Yeah. NuckleDu doing the same exact thing in actual Capcom Cup champion, the first one, or Street Fighter V, right?
Yeah.
No one could ever forget that. His phenomenal performance with that Armika.
And honestly, it was one of the first, if not the first biggest win for US in terms of EVO and Capcom Cup for championship at that point in time.
I'd have to say that was the biggest win for North America.
Yeah,
honestly, yeah.
And I remember in grand finals that was also against Ricky Ortiz as well, so it was going to be a US player regardless. We were happy.
We got first and second. Let's go.
But here you go, NuckleDu, opting not to go with the headphones.
Great, we can tell him everything. Listen, Gustavo is not going to buffer a single. I'm totally.
Oh no, okay, they're going to switch stages here. Obviously,
the second time that happened for
yeah, I know,
two,
for both
right?
of them. Yeah, that happened last time.
Come on, guys, you know the deal.
Oh man.
So they are opting to change the stages, yes.
Yeah, I mean, one of the things, people are wondering, oh, what's wrong with that stage? The stage is beautiful and everything.
It's not about stage, man.
Yeah, it's nothing about obstruction of view. It's just because of the lack of elements in the background. It's hard to tell how close you are to the corner. So players just generally don't like to play on that stage.
I say let it rock.
I would let it rock too, because it's a beautiful stage. It's beautiful.
I like the throwback. It's really cool.
You know what? Just add a tree in the background.
It's
add just
it's on the other side. It's on the far right side. It just happened to be clipped off. Right? You have the rock on the left.
Yeah, put a rock right in the middle. There you go. Just put one there, and then we'll all know. Okay, see, there's a globe in the middle.
Perfect.
We know exactly where we are in the center. Here we go. Nice confirm right there for NuckleDu off of that crouching medium kick. And immediately, and going with the Cammy that we saw, in the grand finals. Oh, he caught him crouching. I thought he could have comboed off that.
And I kind of like the conditioning that NuckleDu does against Strider with the likes of Cammy, right? Goes for the jump-ins and keeps it ambiguous, whether it's a dive kick or a normal. And it deters Strider from even trying to contest. But this is where Strider shines. In this corner as G, threatening with the normals, the meaties, the fireballs, backing away. As soon as he knows that his pressure is gone, he's not overzealous with it. He's just going to back away and chip away at life. Against NuckleDu, the punish is there, and that's going to be enough. Spending the meter. Nice choice for 801 Strider to open up the first game.
And, we've already seen how much damage and stun that G can dish out. And, Cammy obviously got nerfed in the stun department here in Season 4. One of her biggest nerfs, actually, for this season. And that makes her really susceptible to G once G gets that momentum going. But, you know what? On the offense, she can still do a lot of the same things that she did before. You can see this right now.
That dive kick was a little bit too high up there. Strider going with the jab punishes as well, bringing it back to the mid-screen. The counter hit is there, building himself some more of that potentiality level.
Yep.
Ooh, he tried to contest it.
Yeah, he was buffering for something, but then the jump just caught him off guard, it looked like. Again? Yeah. It's like you said, NuckleDu's been kind of mixing it up, and maybe 801 Strider's expecting.
Oh, nice work.
Oh, here we go. Uses the V-trigger cannon strike to get in, but here we go. It's danger time. If Cammy gets hit, oh, it didn't juggle.
Not in time to keep it meaty.
Oh.
The Fierce connects.
He
That
should be able to kill
enough.
off of this because, yep,
And
there
then
you go.
even if it didn't, the wheel kick was coming. Solid start for 801 Strider.
Yep, trying to get some revenge against NuckleDu here.
So far, the sequences with NuckleDu revolving around the dive kicks hasn't been too much of a threat against Gustavo, right? Opting for the character change screen for NuckleDu to kind of reassess his thoughts and maybe switch over to another character. But I think he did just fine with Cammy.
I mean, one of the beautiful things about this matchup when you're the G player, right? As long as you have that V-trigger sitting there, you're never out of the round. It doesn't matter how much health Cammy has. If you hit her once, one more mix-up and she's stunned.
She explodes.
Yeah, you could basically take it right there. But NuckleDu is going to stick with Cammy, so despite that first loss, going to stick with this character. But again, you know, as a G player in this matchup, that gives you the confidence, right? No matter how far behind you are in a round, you know you're just one hit into activation away from winning.
And here we go, Strider just inching away at NuckleDu. And again, out of the range of the dive kicks. He's been a lot more aware of those situations as to when NuckleDu wants to dive kick, just in and out of that range.
Nice confirm off the back. Medium punch, and then the
And
cross
out of the corner again. Yeah, he's been
Uh-huh.
doing that most of the time. When he puts himself in the corner with the jump short, he immediately opts to go for instant jump dive kick back on the other side.
Yeah. Which
That's
is interesting
Strider.
because, you know, because Cammy, if she can confirm into the combo, she could choose to do like an EX drill and switch sides anyway with the damage, but NuckleDu using the meter instead for the EX dive kick, gets in there, takes the round.
Yeah. No crouch force, not even an anti-air attempt there for Strider, just forced the block, which is great for NuckleDu because now he gets this corner positioning, all the offense in the world, and the throw a lot deadly in the corner because of that, right?
Well, he wasn't expecting Strider to get hit by that jump attack, so the hit stun's a little longer than block stun, so that throw ended up whipping. Here we go, activation. Like I said, you're never out of this as long as you're G and with the meter. Look at the stun building up, and like I said, that's it. You don't even need that third mix-up like you do it against a lot of other characters. Cammy will get...
Oh, he didn't build enough for the critical art.
Yeah, and then what a backdash in the corner!
Gosh.
NuckleDu with the read and the punish! And he's gonna tie it up 1-1. And looking like it ain't no big deal.
That's really unfortunate for 801 Strider as well. I mean, he was trying to extend that combo, and he still was just a little shy of the critical art.
Oh, man.
A sneeze away, really.
But there you go.
What a clutch play from NuckleDu. The backdash read, the full conversion, and the critical art.
There's no invincibility on those backdashes. They're just airborne, so they avoid the throw. So you have just a 100% read on the throw. Ooh. Didn't try to get back to the other side with the dash. Nice punish. But see, there you go, using the EX drill to switch sides. And that's one of the powers that Cammy has. Like Rashid, kind of has the control over who's in the corner very well with stuff like EX drill.
Out of there from the grab. NuckleDu looking to take it, and he does so nice and easy stand short with a hefty life lead, right? Risk averse. Doesn't want to overcommit to any heavier buttons. Anything with a longer startup, just nice and easy with the stand short.
Ooh, counter hit, but probably thought it was too far away for the crouching medium kick to connect. Oh, there we go, too high up again. And, you know, G is a taller character, so it is harder to...
Oh boy.
Damage time. Are you stunned?
Not quite yet.
Oh, this is even better because this combo will now do maximum damage, so I don't even think we have to worry about anything. It's dead for sure.
Doesn't need the bar if he's max presidentiality level. Gets to extend that combo for free $99. No promo code necessary.
NuckleDu now, once again, backing off a little bit, trying to play a little bit of a patient start. They're fighting a way in, but the crush counter, and yes, you can continue it mid-screen like that, but there you go, the EX drill to get out of the corner again. throw into the corner now.
Oh, speaking of, Strider now getting his turn back with
Yeah.
the throw.
Strider actually delayed his throw, and NuckleDu tried to shimmy it, but
That
he
is a-
walked forward into the throw.
That is a giant hitbox on that medium kick.
Dude, it's so good. It is, that hitbox is ridiculous.
It's got to be the pants, James. Forward throw again, even more dangerous in the corner than it is in the mid-screen. And NuckleDu chipping, or excuse me, catching Strider trying to jump away.
Yeah, we've seen Strider do the jump back light punch, you know, air to air to stop the Cammy jump. Might have been what he tried right there, but just a little bit too late, gonna get clipped, and now NuckleDu going up 2-1.
Trying to recreate those results from the Open tournament, taking out 801 Strider the first time around. Looking to do something here, 2-1.
I like that whiff punish, yeah. On the whiff dive kick. It's kind of a little bit of an option
Too
split.
high.
Yeah. And this is what I mean. It's hard to aim at the shins on G. Ooh, too far. It's too far away to get that cross up.
His shin is like the entire length of Cammy's leg. If you look close enough, right? Oh, big damage incoming.
Yeah. The uppercut.
Oh, Gustavo thought the same thing. Thought it might have been a throw, but the jump out, successful. Oh, you know NuckleDu's been so on point with backdashing.
That's second time.
These
Second
command
time, yeah.
grabs, the reads have been immaculate for NuckleDu, putting him at set point versus 801 Strider.
Yeah, and you know he's looking exactly for that because of the backdash into immediate forward dash, and again right there avoiding the command throw. And now the regular throw avoidance. A little bit of panic from 801 Strider now, and hit him out of the air. That's always the most unfortunate. Oh, okay.
They stuffed the hooligan into the dive kick. One more for stun. NuckleDu
Oh,
gets
there
it,
it is,
and that's
the
enough.
stun. He should be able to finish this off, and there it is. NuckleDu moving on in the winner's bracket, sending Gustavo to loser side. NuckleDu now guaranteed at least top 3 here for this invitational.
Strong performance there from NuckleDu. A little shaky in the beginning. 801 Strider having those adjustments from the last time they encountered each other, but a full assessment after that from NuckleDu, taking it 3-1. Very, very impressive.
Yeah, so same kind of, I think it was 3-1 in the previous tournament as well. But NuckleDu continuing to play extremely strong, despite, as we said, how well Gustavo has been playing all week.